Yo, what is going on, guys? Cryptic TMG back with a brand new video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about iRacing. You guys know I don't really play iRacing, but I'm someone that I enjoy competitive racing, competitive esports just in general. And of course we had the Spa 24-hour on the weekend, which is one of the biggest events on iRacing. And I'm not going to get into too much details about, you know, the other issue that was in Split 22, I believe, because Basic Ollie covered it, Boosted Media covered it, so you guys already know about the young drivers that were just basically ruining everybody's race. That's not actually what I wanted to talk about. I actually wanted to talk about the main race, Split 1, the ending of that race, and why I believe that, you know, things are just sort of swept underneath the rug like nothing was wrong. But let's get stuck into the video. So I'm going to play for you guys the ending of the race. This was the last lap of the 24 hours and Team Redline were going up against each other. I'm not even too sure about the guys' names, who it was, but I know it was Team Redline and their two drivers battling for the win of the 24 hours at Spa. So I'm just going to play it through. I'm not going to play it with the volume because I'll probably get a copyright strike. By the way, the commentary team was amazing. I would definitely give credit where it's due. Whoever was doing the commentary for this was insane because he definitely painted the full picture. If you were listening to it by itself without the pictures, you'd still be excited. But coming into the last corner, the bus stop chicane, I just want you guys to have a look at this and tell me what you think is wrong. So he manages to get the run around the outside, and then it's literally a photo finish. Pretty exciting stuff, right? Manages to get the win, manages to get the overtake on the last lap. But I'm just gonna go back a little bit, and bro, to me right here, you've basically completed the move off the track. Like, if he doesn't drive completely off the track and straight line it, he's not going to get this run out of the corner. And I don't think he wins this race without, you know, track extending. And I'm not sure, like, why that's a thing for such a big event and for it to be the winning maneuver on the last lap of such a big race in Split 1. I'm not sure, like, bro, he's completely off the track. It's like not even close. So what's the stipulation to that? Because, you know, in real life, you can't complete a move off the track. Even in Le Mans Ultimate, when you play Le Mans Ultimate, it's in-game. The in-game functionality will not allow you to complete an overtake on another car off the track. It will literally say illegal move, give back the position, you have a certain amount of time to give it back, or you're getting a drive-through. And that's built into the game. So you'd think for the Spa 24 on iRacing, even if you know, it doesn't have those sort of things built into the game, you would think there'll be some type of live stewarding that would, you know, stop a maneuver like that from happening. And I'm pretty sure, look, I'm pretty sure teammates probably won't complain against each other or whatever, fine. But just think if that wasn't your teammate, and even as a teammate, you're still an individual person. Your hard work, your preparation that you've put in still means something, whether it's your teammate or not. And to lose a race on the last lap because your teammate is just basically just driven off the track to get purchased. Because if you actually watch, his back end actually steps out a little bit, right? He gets a bit of a swapper and then straight lines it for as much purpose to get out of the corner as possible and just completely drives off the track. That drive gives him this win. And for me, for a major event, it's just like, bro, what kind of rules and, like, you know, what kind of rules are you like setting as a foundation for other people to copy? Because you shouldn't be able to do that, man. Like, for me personally, I watched this, I was like, yo, great ending and stuff, it's cool, but one guy's just driven straight off the track. Now, I don't know how it works on iRacing. Is it a situation where you get a certain amount of corner cuts, and, you know, if you're under the threshold of corner cuts, then you can basically just take one for the team, cut a corner and, you know, track extend, and then still get away with it? I don't know if it works like that. Maybe in a 24-hour race, you might have maybe 25 off tracks you're allowed. Let's say they've only had sort of 10 off tracks, and then you get to the last lap and you just decide, well, I've got a couple of off tracks free, I can just use them up. You know, I don't know if it works like that or whatever, but what's if that's the case, what's stopping someone from just being on the last lap of a race, saying, oh, I still got 10 off tracks, and just straight lining the Eau Rouge to get a run on somebody, overtake him and win a race. Like, I don't get how this is seen as a as a fair move, you know. I didn't see anyone, I left a comment, I didn't see anyone bringing up the fact this guy is just driven completely off the track, you know. So I don't know, man. Like, iRacers, tell me what you think. Am I being too nitpicky? I don't think I am, because at the end of the day, it's in the racing textbook. You're not supposed to drive off the track to, you know, overtake someone. There's already so much drama around people driving off the track to defend their position, which is frowned upon. So why is it not frowned upon to win a race literally by driving off the track, you know? I just don't feel like in an event like this, particularly in split one at the very top, I just don't feel like this should be acceptable. It's an illegal move, you know? And you can tell that he's just thought, you know what? I need to, like, he needed to do it to win. Like, literally, if he doesn't do it, he doesn't win. So I don't know, man. Like, for me personally, like, nah, you can't just do that, bro. You can't just drive off the track, like, to make sure you get a win. And I get it. Like, just look at the reaction of the cars afterwards, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this guy, like, he's got to be fuming. I'd be fuming. I don't care if it's my teammate, bro. Generally, don't care. So Chris Lullum was the guy who won it in the end, right? And yeah, like, for me personally, like, nah. I know, like, Redline have had their controversies in the endurance races on iRacing already. Clearly they're one step ahead of everybody when it comes to iRacing, because they always seem to be winning everything. But when it's against your teammate, I think that it should be 100% clean. You know what I mean? I get it. If you're scrapping against another team, then you're gonna do everything you can to beat them. But if it's your own teammate, you kind of think that you'd respect the rules a little more. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that this guy's dirty or anything, but, like, how are people just looking over the fact that, you know, it's an illegal maneuver that won the race realistically? You know, if you go back and actually watch him come out of the last corner, if he has to keep this on, one, he has to turn the steering wheel harder left, which means his traction is going to be more difficult, probably going to be more wheel spin, and he's not going to be able to carry the speed. So what he's done, right, he's tried to hold the inside line, so he sacrifices the next part of the corner to get the switchback, and this is the correct thing to do. But if you make that sacrifice, then you're supposed to get the benefit of that on the exit, but he doesn't, because the other guy just drives off the track. So, like, many ways, man, I just think it's not right to win a race like that, bro. And I don't know, I just did not see enough people even caring. I don't know if they care, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, from someone who's watching it from the outside in, I'm thinking, that's not right. I wouldn't want to see it in any other form of sport. Someone just drives off the track to win the race. Like, bro, you know, you can't do that. As much as it might be the norm to be out there on iRacing, I don't know. You know, it might be the norm. It might not even be a punishable offense. But if it's not, it should be, because he is as far off the track as this guy is on the track. How can that work? How can that be? You know, I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. iRacers, tell me what you think. Particularly, I want to get your perspective, because it's you guys that play the game. I've got my thought processes. I spoke to a couple of my friends about it. They thought it was BS as well. And yeah, man. But anyway, guys, if you want to catch me live on stream, I'm streaming on Monday and Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Make sure you turn up and we can have a good old time, all right? But anyway, guys, Cryptic TNG, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to catch my videos first. And peace.